And for me, it's always been really simple because I'll see something on Facebook, I'll see somebody post something, or I'll see somebody comment about somebody, and I'm like, oh man, I want to shoot them a message. And I then right then in that moment, I'll shoot them a message. But for me, it's like Facebook Messenger is a great tool. Text, we all have a lot of contacts in our cell phone, what have you. Text is a great tool, but I don't like the written message so much. I prefer a quick audio message so that people can hear my voice inflection and all of that. And just so daily, I'm sending out messages, audio messages on either Facebook, or I just sent one to a guy yesterday via text message. I sent an audio message to, because I interviewed this guy on my podcast and come to find out that he worked with my buddy Jason. He mentored with him for a year, like several years back, but hasn't spoken with him in years. But yet he was the one that he honored when we did the podcast. So I told him, I was like, I'm going to message this guy, because I haven't talked with him in a while, but I'm going to let him know that you and I did this interview and that you were raving about him, but I'm not going to share the interview. I'll leave that to you if you want to share it with him and stuff. And so I got to do that. And I just let it, and I'll send these audio messages, and I'll do typically somewhere between 4 to 10 a day. And I don't have a thing where I need to do 4 to 10 a day. I just end up doing that.
Just show up. Yeah.
And you know what? It takes all of about a minute, maybe a little longer, but all of a minute to send a quick audio message and let somebody know you appreciate them. Let them know, hey, I saw you here and I wanted to reach out and just say, hey, it's been a while since we spoke. I'd love to catch up. Or I just wanted to, nothing more than I saw this thing that you did. And man, I just really appreciate that. And just send some love, show some appreciation, because here's the deal. No matter how successful somebody is, no matter how big their business is, no matter how great things look on the outside looking in, there is not a person on the face of this earth that gets too much appreciation. And when we just lead with appreciation and genuine appreciation, it goes so far. It gets people getting back to us. Not everybody, but people will reach back out. Man, Kev, great to hear from you. Can we catch up? It's that simple.
Yeah.
So.
It is that simple. I'm glad we're talking about this topic, because I think, me included, over the years, we try and complicate things too much. And the digital marketing kind of world has definitely contributed to that. I said this out loud in a conversation that I had yesterday, that I feel like I was, now that I'm reflecting back on 15 years in this space, I feel like I was programmed, for lack of a better term, to look for the next tool, to create the more complicated funnel, to integrate the CRM system that has automation built in so that I can scale my relationships. And then when you do that, I know from personal experience, I built an email list of almost 40,000 people at one point, but I lost touch with them. I was in touch with them, but I lost touch with them. And then when I finally just reverted back to okay, no more of this. And I just literally blew it all up. And I said, I'm just going to show up every day, and I'm going to focus on providing real value. And you said a key thing, I think, there that I want to highlight, which is in the moment. So something comes to your mind and you think about that guy and that other guy, and then, or that gal, and you need to make that introduction. It sounds like you take action on it right away. I think that's a really important thing for people to hear, because the to-do lists will just mount up forever. And I can say this from personal experience. It's like really good intentions. It's on a text document. I'm going to connect that person to that person. And then it never happens. So it's in the moment, right? I love the audio message tip there too, because that makes it really simple, because then you can just speak authentically. And I think there's an energy exchange with that as well too, right? People feel it, even though it's through a digital form. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed that clip and you want to watch the full unedited episode, go ahead and click over here. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. Thanks so much.